and we welcome you to N.E.W. Brawl in our second night in our nation's capital. We are live in London. I am Max Radix. Food poisoning didn't kill me, so Erwin, you don't get a new broadcast partner, I'm afraid. I'm sat here by the World Heavyweight Champion, and what a night Brawl should be.
Well, I think the real question we want to know is if it didn't kill you, did it make you stronger?
Well, as we like to say here in N.E.W, only time will tell. But it promises to be a great night here. The women's title is on the line, amongst other things. It's going to be the Brawl that once again has it all. And our march to Riot 9 continues. We're going to kick things off tonight with Tyler York and Thunder on a one-on-one matchup, and that promises to be an interesting affair between two studs here in N.E.W.
Yeah, of course. That will be for the UK rankings, which we are still shuffling through. There's some really exciting matches here tonight.
Well, yeah, with Brawl you always get a little bit of a mix-up. I mean, you'll get the athletes here like Tyler York and Thunder who can mix it up in several different styles, and we've got potential written all over them. Of course, Tyler York, part of that great tag team, the Hit Squad, who've still got ambitions for the tag team division.
Well, if this is anything like the match he had last night against V, it's going to be very surprising. I mean, Tyler York, within about 30 seconds, defeated V. I did not expect that at all. I would not expect that from Thunder either.
Well, yeah, you got all these guys right now. All these kids are really coming up quickly here in N.E.W, and all the veterans like yourself, you know, like Cowboy Roy, you know, Darryl Graves, just to name a few, have to really keep one eye over their shoulders, because all these kids are coming up, Erwin, and they're hungry. They're all very, very hungry, and they're all very, very talented, and it's just great to see some new talent here. Well, newer talent here in N.E.W. starting to thrive.
Yeah, a bit of freshness here and there never hurt. Keeps the old guard on the toes at least.
Well, here, Tyler York and Thunder, they've had a bit of a history of these men. Thunder, of course, you can bet bottom dollar will be going into this thing alone. You have to question if Tyler York will do the same.
Yeah, of course, this is just a normal one-on-one. The music begins to blare.
You gotta love this music by the Hit Squad, and they have indeed come out together. Tyler York has brought his tag team partner, the gangster, a volatile human being, if ever there was one. 6'1", 248 pounds is Tyler York from Houston, Texas, from the Hit Squad, as you just saw there. Former hardcore champion, former tag team champion, as the authority, but it was the gangster and Tyler York who have since branched out onto their own in this incredibly popular act. The Hit Squad, potentially future tag team champions, Erwin. I mean, how would you rate these guys' chances if they ever got a title shot on Magnum Opus?
Well, I mean, they had that chance match and couldn't do it, but they did take Vega and Rick Weaver to school in that match. They didn't just flop. It was a very close match, but in the end, Magnum Opus did pick up the victory. I think they may have learned from that.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Hit Squad, if they did learn something from that, if they ever get that opportunity again, Magnum Opus might not be as lucky. But Thunder, in this single action here tonight, is no pushover, I can promise you that. And he will not be intimidated one bit by the gangster's presence in this one-on-one matchup. 6', 220, Phoenix, Arizona, former hardcore champion as well, is Thunder. Also a two-time cruiserweight champion, the student of Cebu. Absolute terror in that ringer when he's fully fit now. I know he was nursing a bit of a shoulder injury not too long ago, but Thunder looking in fine fettle here tonight.
Yeah, both these men have not held a title for quite some time here. Would love to do so again, but of course they're on the rise to face the Reaper. Well, that's never really a good thing.
No, I mean, the prize at the end of all this chaos, all these matches, great matches I'm sure, we're going to see between these two men. You know, the prize ultimately is a one-on-one against the Reaper, and what kind of prize is that?
Oh, exactly. It's kind of like the tag team division at the moment. The prize is facing Magnum Opus. It's not really a prize.
Just day of damnation and hard knocks. Speaking of hard knocks, my word, front-facing suplex there by Thunder.
Yeah.
Tyler York landing face first into the mat.
Both of these men going at it hard and tough here. Tyler York starting off with the strength, but Thunder returning in kind now.
Stomp to the chest. On in the ropes. Goes York. Overhead.
Oh, to the outside.
Big shoulder there by Thunder. Sweeping under.
Helping York up here.
Shatopa counts that liberal count of 10 begins. Oh!
Bull killer there.
Classic. You don't see one of those every day on that wafer thin mat.
Again, I'm not
That's gonna hurt.
To pronounce that one until I know it properly. Just know it's English translation.
Oh, DDT, my God!
Apologise.
Sweet Jesus! Sorry, Owen. Thunder there.
Wow.
Wrecking the head of York.
Count of 5.
His skull will never be the same again. Mike Shatopa gets the 7. Was that 7?
No, that was a 6.
6. Speak clearer, Mike,
That's
damn
the
you.
7.
There it is.
They are running out of that near infinite time on the outside there.
Well, the food poisoning clearly didn't improve my hearing. Yes, finally. They are back, you're right, Erwin. Thunder. Middle rope. Looking dangerous. Big elbow across it. Oh, misses.
No,
With that rollout there by York. Thunder recovers quickly. Yeah.
Thunder staying on top of him here. Oh wait, no, caught the knee. Tyler York trying to fight back here.
Love that.
Side slam.
Great manoeuvre by Tyler York.
Again, both these men very tough. Very hard hitting.
Dare I say it, the best side slam in the business. Not a bad Russian leg sweep either.
Former bodybuilder Tyler York.
Oof.
Starting to overpower Thunder here.
I think a really fair question between these two men, Erwin. Which one is stronger? I mean, both these guys, no slouches. I mean, 248 to 220, there's not really that much between them.
No, nor in height either. There is literally an inch between them.
Both absolute, sound technicians, both powerhouses. Tyler York right now, though, is just seemingly just that little bit extra in the tank. Thunder.
I would perhaps argue Tyler York utilises the lift strength a lot more than Thunder does. Thunder utilising the knees and fists a lot more.
Oh yeah, definitely more smash mouth.
Trying to get out of this. Does.
Big elbow there to the sternum. Oh, snap near takedown. Lovely there by Thunder. Hammerlock.
No, he's using the wear down tactics. Tyler York trying to bridge out, cannot.
Again, strength for the legs there by York, just not quite enough, but manages to get to the knee.
Yeah, I think Thunder took a step back as he tried there.
Big punch to the gut there by York, into the corner, there you go.
Gets to cheering him on, but Thunder reversing.
DDT, beautiful reverse DDT there by Thunder, who raises the game once again. It's what exactly you need to do. Take that for a right hand. Exploded suplex. Flurry of Thunder.
Well, Tyler York needs to dig down deep. Oh, Shinsaka might not be able to after that.
Could be over from nowhere.
Yes. No response.
What a match.
Thunder has struck here tonight.
Tyler York in control for the majority of that matchup. You thought he had it won, but Thunder suddenly digging deep. Shinsaka right there to Tyler York. Let's see it again. There we go. Right to the face. And that was all she wrote. She threw her down for the count of 3. And Thunder marches on in the UK title rankings. What a match to kick off Brawl, Erwin.
What a way to start the show. Thunder picking up a phenomenal victory there. And moves further up in those dreaded UK rankings.
Yeah, I mean, the Reaper, I'm sure, was watching that match very closely, Erwin. 2 potential contenders there. Thunder, the winner. Thunder marches onwards, and Does that target get a little bit bigger on his back for the Demon of Fleet Street?
Well, while we have the Women's Championship on the line tonight, we are also looking at the bottom 2 players in that women's ranking and who at least gets a chance here to move up one.
Well, and both former champions in their own right, winning Cole Albert Clemens and Farrier.
Farrier, of course, being E.F.W. Women's Champion, but just as hard a belt to keep and catch.
Tremendous Women's Champion as well in E.F.W. if I remember rightly.
Yeah, very good run. Just shy of the 50-day mark, I believe.
Well, this is actually, again, another really intriguing matchup for you folks, because Cole Albert Clemens and Farrier, I mean, both great wrestlers in their own right, but very different, I would say, but very similar. I mean, they're both sound technicians, but they're technical in different ways, and they'll go about it in different ways. The Cole Albert Clemens, of course, of her size, will try and use that power advantage. I mean, what can the Mistress of Mind Games do to combat that? Two-time Women's Champion Cole Albert Clemens here in N.E.W, so Farrier has to be seen as the underdog, doesn't she, Erwin? I mean,
well, something else you've got to think about. Both Farrier and Sonia Jackson have that tag title match to consider come right at 9, and they're both in action here tonight. I mean, there is their opportunity to try and win those titles, not retain, whereas Sonia Jackson has to focus on retaining a title that Farrier may move one step towards here tonight.
It's a great point. Very, very good point. I mean, you know, they may be planning ahead, these ladies. I mean, with the dual
so
championships in there
to consider
in play, yeah. Good point. I mean, they have to think tactically. There's only so much juice in any tank. Cole Albert Clemens, 6'8", 274 pounds. Manchester, England. As I said before, a 2-time women's champion, CAC. Well, one of the biggest ladies in N.E.W.
And she may have had the wisest decision. I mean, the women's tag titles were announced. She's now the only woman on the N.E.W. roster that does not have a tag team partner. That could possibly be the wisest decision. She only has one belt to focus on, no one to look out for, but then the disadvantage is she has no one to look out for her. I mean, more focus. I mean, that's the one thing I've got to say about Cole Albert Clemens. She only has that one thing to worry about. Farrier is running double shift essentially, and that could cause a weakening. Well, could cause a weakening in the entire division. Cole Albert Clemens could become another 3-time women champion.
I think that's an entirely possible event. I mean, that's another good point there. My God, that's 2 in one day. I mean, you've certainly been taking your vitamins lately, Farrier.
Started a new vitamin pill, you see.
152 pounds. Well, you are champion. You got to keep up with these kids. Lisbon, Portugal, from the Scorpions. Of course, as we said before, a former EFW Women's Heavyweight Champion, and a master of psychological warfare, and not a bad technician either, even, Erwin.
No, I mean, brilliant submission specialist. Has had some very sly change-ups in style when she came to the N.E.W. I mean, almost unnoticeable. And of course, still, as you say, the Mistress of Mind Games. I mean, the zombie walk, now infamous with her, completely giving you no clue as to what condition she is in when she enters this ring.
And, you know, it's been well documented how she's used that to her advantage already here, both in her EFW and N.E.W. career. But Cole Albert Clemens, being the veteran that she is, I mean, she's seen it all before, but if she takes Farrier lightly in this matchup, then Farrier will capitalise.
Oh, big shot to start
off. My God, what an uppercut!
Oh, yeah, Farrier right off her feet there.
That is what you call an uppercut.
This crowd are not behind CAC, despite being from England.
Left shot to the head.
That doesn't always win you the hometown crowd.
Farrier. Big bulldog in response. Oh, wait a minute.
That's Diana Simmons music.
Diana Simmons.
Well, of course, one half of the tag team champions.
Brazilian behemoth.
Who Farrier will face at Riot 9. Playing mind games of her own here.
Well, has she stayed?
Farrier, though, prepared this time, it seems.
Oh, she recovered quickly with those cat-like
wait,
reflexes.
though.
Oh, wait a minute.
It is Extreme Rules as well, though. Diana Simmons thinking twice.
Yeah, I think with Farrier on the top rope there, Diana Simmons thought twice about it.
Oh, flying over Shatopa there with a drop kick.
Mike Shatopa tried to talk some sense into Farrier, got absolutely, almost got a drop kick to the face.
Flinched himself when he saw her launch. Did you see how quickly he moved?
Quickest reflexes in the business.
Diana Simmons seems to have left ringside, I think.
Oh, yeah, I think she has. Her work is done.
Oh.
I think she's already got into the head, and that's all she needed to do. Cole Albert Clemens will do the rest. Oh, my God, what a big stomp to the chest there. 6'8". Those long legs can do a lot of damage. Oh, those fists are fairly handy as well.
Thuds from here. Oh, but what a knee!
Harley Race knee.
Did not take Clemens down though, the leg sweep does.
From Russia with love goes a lady from Lisbon.
And a
hurricane around there.
Going for the pin.
Shatopa's that? No, not even a 2.
Farrier, you're going to have to work a little harder.
Oh, what a jawbreaker. Farrier, that, you know, just not letting that size advantage of her. Cole Albert Clemens intimidated one bit. She's just going right for the jugular. Those big long legs, though, once again paying dividend for Cole Albert Clemens. She's going outside to look for some toys here, and this could get ugly real quick. Extreme Rules bearing in mind, nothing Shatopa can do about this. All legal here.
She's found a ladder.
Oh.
Farrier waiting though. Oh. Running her into that barricade twice.
Fry scores the ribs.
Oh, wait.
5 times.
My word.
Ribs first. You aren't surprised with that, my word, Cole Albert Clemens.
And again, there are no countouts in this match because of the Extreme Rules. Pinfalls and submissions do have to happen in the ring.
This has been brutal.
To matter.
Already.
Has come back here. Oh, Cole Albert Clemens rolling out of the way.
Oh. Back elbow smashed. Didn't quite
I think
hit
Farrier
the mark.
ducked that jawbreaker.
I think that
Clemens once again rolling to the outside.
That head shorter there was actually an advantage for Farrier.
Farrier taking a step back.
Oh, Hangman, top rope. Oh. Do we have to call it the hang person now?
I have no idea. I get confused enough with Iron Man and Iron Woman matches, if I'm honest.
Snapping takedown by Cole Albert Clemens, who is once again taking control here. Neck wrench to Farrier. Oh, stomp to the midriff. These two ladies, premier athletes. I mean, this might not be for particularly high numbered position here on the women's rankings for the but I mean, look at the competition here though, Erwin, between these two ladies. They clearly don't want to lose face to one another. They want to win.
Farrier's new favourite lock.
Yeah, this modified figure 4 leg lock. Look at that bridge, Erwin.
Yeah, and just pulling back with the arms, causing even more pain.
That's it, it's
having
over.
to tap with her head. Cole Albert Clemens relinquishes to Farrier.
2-time used, 2 wins accumulated with that new submission manoeuvre. The Farrier lock had struck again. What a matchup and what an upset that has to be, Erwin. Cole Albert Clemens, we've said it so many times during this match, a 2-time women's champion. Farrier, admittedly a women's champion, but that wasn't a development division. This is the big leagues, and that's a big win for Farrier here tonight. Just what a manoeuvre. Look at that.
Could that be a sign of what we see at Riot 9 in that tag team match? Of course, it will be the traditional way we've defended tag team matches in the past, not like the first few women's tag titles. They've always been a little bit more brutal. This will be a tag team elimination match. But with moves like that, it could be just as vicious regardless.
It's almost like a modified figure 4 surfboard. It's a weird submission. It's somewhat unique
to watch, to be fair.
Oh, absolutely! It is a beautiful submission. I've never seen anything quite like it here in N.E.W. before. She's very unique, Faria. She truly is one of a kind. Well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna kick things off in the tag team division here, and we're gonna get the Crew and the Militia. That's gonna be a great tag team matchup. One of the hottest tag team divisions in professional wrestling today, Owen.
Yeah, apparently the reason we're not seeing Xander Enterprises, they're otherwise occupied in other matches here tonight. At least one member. We're told, of course, Akane Matsuda is in the women's title match.
I'm pretty sure it was William Xander's cheap sushi that made me ill.
But the winner of this match will face Xander Enterprises next week, I believe, in the continuation for the hunt for the #1 contender in the tag team rankings.
Well, I mean, you know, either one of these teams would be a great matchup for Xander Enterprises. The Militia and the Crew are both sound teams here in the N.E.W. Oh, wait a minute.
Hang on a second.
Well, it's a German suplex machine. It's Alex Crom.
Losing his last match against Franco, who should be coming out here right about now, I think.
Well, Franco's nemesis has struck again. Alex Crom has had a rivalry with Franco that goes way back, and is clearly not happy with how things have been going as of late. Let's hear what Alex Crom has to say. Well, Alex Crom with a very strong message with bandaged ribs and all, telling Franco their war will never ever be over.
Well, I don't think that's anything new. I think we all knew that deep down. That rivalry has been going on for so long. It's taken its breaks, but every time it comes back just as hot as ever.
Sometimes things must end, Owen.
Well, I think
eventually everything ends.
In someone being escorted out in an ambulance, essentially. I think that's the only way that could possibly.
Well, I think those guys will do a GBH in Cowboy Roy. Personally, I think Franco and Alex Crom are just going to be enemies their entire careers, and I think down the road, years and years from now, when we're old men sat here in our commentary booth, Erwin, we're going to see Alex Crom
kill Franco.
all the other way around at Riot 15,
well,
whatever it may be. It's gonna happen. I can feel it in my bones. Those two are going to end each other's careers.
Well, tonight Franco and his partner are solely facing the tag team rankings. They are focused on those belts alone. Of course, when Franco and Alex Crom do finally get that match, at least for now, it's for the N.E.W. rankings. Franco has managed to move up that, but
Well, I think that's what
development of that as of late.
yeah, I think there's I think that's really what irked Alex Crom so much, because it was for such a it was for the big one. It's for the N.E.W. World Heavyweight Championship ranking. It's any up ranking really. Any up position really in the N.E.W. ranking is just good news for your career. Let's face it, it's one step closer to a world title shot.
And once again, Crom doesn't have anyone to depend on. No tag team division to then seek refuge in if he doesn't manage to go through with the N.E.W. rankings. Whereas Franco has these dual opportunities. Yes, he's got to work twice as much, but he has a chance at 2 belts.
And the reason why these men can do it is because they truly are pedigree athletes here in the N.E.W. I mean, we have some good athletes in N.E.W. We even have great athletes here in N.E.W. But these 2 men potentially might just be world-class athletes. Franco and Yuri. Franco, 6 foot, 248 pounds from Beverly Hills, California. 3-time television champion. Former Intercontinental Champion. Yuri, 5'11", 232 pounds, the Russian Bear from Moscow, and 2-time United States Champion in his own right. Of course, these men also former tag team champions, a bit of short run at that, dethroned by Magnum Opus, so no shame in that. They will face off the Militia here tonight.
Well, I wouldn't hesitate to compare the Crew to the likes of the Varsity Club from days old. They are that entrenched in the world of wrestling.
I couldn't agree with you more, Owen. I mean, one of the most decorated amateur teams in the history of N.E.W. Absolutely no question of that. The Militia, however, will not be intimidated and will not be denied this opportunity. I can promise you, V and Kevin Canyon have heart.
A lot fresher of a team, but we saw that moment when they clicked, and since then their tag team has been on the up.
I used to mock their clothes, I used to mock their attitude, I used to mock their entrance, and they've won me over match by match by match. The Militia won everyone's respect, and they did it the hard way. V, 5'10", 239 pounds from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, and Kevin Canyon, 5'7", 146 pounds from Allentown, Pennsylvania, former European champion in his own right. The Militia, I don't believe these guys have ever held the tag team titles before, Erwin.
No, not yet.
But I think they're definitely potential future champions, but they have to get past teams like the Crew if they ever want to hold those belts.
Yeah, I mean, V, I wouldn't say he's new here in the N.E.W., but he is a lot newer than the people he is in the ring with. You could argue that's the reason he doesn't have a belt yet. He's still not quite experienced enough.
Well, yeah.
Some would argue that it's because he got beaten by Tyler York within 30 seconds. He will be looking to change that tonight, most definitely.
Well, yeah.
For that.
V will be wanting to set the record straight after that humiliation by Tyler York, that 30-second matchup. Matches like that are very, very rare here in N.E.W. You're pretty much guaranteed a slugfest, no matter who's fighting. The Crew and the Militia, it should be a good one. Our second night in our nation's capital, a second sellout crowd. We thank you for joining us live here at Brawl. Tulpa rings the bell.
Rules.
Yeah, there we are. No need for tags here tonight. Oh, Foreman Acid. Oh. Chaos erupting already. Snap suplexes everywhere. Kevin Canyon to the Bear and Franco to V.
And I always say this, let's not forget Kevin Canyon is one of the lightest athletes we have here, but makes up for that.
Sheer aggression.
That ring. Oh, like moves like that.
Speed and aggression by Double K. Oh, what a gut wrench suplex by. Is that the Bear? Is that the Bear? Yuri?
I think Yuri is attacking V there.
Yeah.
Yes, Franco is facing Canyon.
Again with that very similar ring attire. They have very similar heights as well. They have a very similar look.
There's something about the tag team division that causes this to happen. I don't know what it is.
Of course they've been friends. They've been friends since college. Oh my word! What a T-bone overhead suplex. I mean, they are very, very similar young men.
Yeah, of course, Franco and Yuri changing their colours from the Authority black and purple to the white and purple when they left and became the Crew.
I think that similar background there, when is sorry to interrupt there, is one of the things that make them such a successful team.
Oh, look at this!
Oh, what
Yuri. Huge German suplex there.
Yeah, and on the outside there, oh,
Franco.
counter, yeah, countered there, double K. Oh, crucifix. Yeah, nice.
Yuri up to the middle rope.
Gonna fly. Oh, big
Franco
knees.
looking for weaponry on the outside. Finds a chair. Oh, Catalan with a quick punch stops him using it.
Snap near takedown meanwhile in the ring. Oh, that's a kick to the
back
spine. Yeah, all 4 men back in the ring now. And oh, as this match continues, of course. Oh, these tornado rulings, extreme rules. Oh, pins, all submissions do have to occur in the ring, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that's very true. Which means V and Yuri are probably the ones to be watching right now, but the battle between Franco and Cannon somewhat mesmerising me here.
A planning DDT by Double K there. You can see why. Way for thin match. You're always looking for the violence, aren't you? You just can't help yourself.
I think I'm trying to distract myself from the fact that I have to somehow team up with Red.
Oh, sweet Jesus, what a baseball bat to the head of V.
That could be it right there. Cannon realising
what speed by Cannon, breaks it up at 2.
Oh yeah, that could have been
like
over.
lightning,
Cannon
Erwin.
get in there as fast.
Absolutely.
Yuri though,
lightning.
look at that, just caught him by the throat.
Yeah, Yuri not happy. What an uppercut. European uppercut by Yuri.
Winding it all the way up.
Smashing the jaw clean off of Double K.
Oh, but V T-bone, I think, to Franco, sends him to the outside. Scissor kick.
What a match.
Takes Yuri off guard.
And a great brawl so far here in London.
The Militia have a chance here.
Yeah, big club
Yuri
to the
is
back.
fighting back.
What a chop. Chop there by Double K.
Oh yeah, that changes things. Yuri was fighting both of them for a second.
Yeah. Yuri, though, as good as he is, can't fight 2 men, Erwin.
There's a sledgehammer in the ring.
Oh! What a guillotine. Going for a pin here. Torpa's there. Not even a 2. Oh! Big knee to the head. A V there.
Now the crew with a chance. A bit of double teaming here.
Well, I think they've started to focus a little bit more on Double K, Kevin Cannon here, Erwin, perhaps thinking that he might be the weaker chain in the link here. That is the Militia. Oh, what a suplex off the middle rope there.
Well, logic does dictate that you are exerting less energy throwing 146 pounds around that ring as opposed to 239.
Another big solid uppercut there.
Huge lifting uppercut.
Yeah, the master of the European uppercut is Yuri. The Russian Bear is not a easygoing guy. He's a very intense individual, and all his shots hurt.
Look at this.
Oh, wait a minute, we've seen this before, Erwin. We have seen this before.
Sharpshooter and V is down thanks to Franco.
Look at that, that is a perfect sharpshooter. It is over.
Franco
German
suplex
just for good measure. Holds on for a second, yes! And a third, as we cut out there. We apologise for looking at the replay, but we assure you Franco did deliver 3 German suplexes
after
that thread.
I clearly wanted to get that last message across to V there. The crew coming out successful in one hell of an Extreme Rules tag match there. They're always hard to follow.
You know, we really do need to get a new guy in that group. He's always so trigger happy with the replay button. Damn it, Fred. What a sharpshooter though. There you see it, and that German suplexes again. What a message the crew have just sent out here to Magnum Opus. They are intense, and they are intent on those tag team championships once again.
And well, yeah, we've seen them climb the mountain before. Magnum Opus with more and more on their plate as the days go on, it seems.
No wonder Snake is going grey.
And speaking of things on Magnum Opus's plate, this next match, GBH did not win his shot at the Intercontinental title. So Adrian Goldman liking, despite that Zach Fuller Troy Webster incident, the US tournament has decided to do something similar here with the Intercontinental rankings.
Yeah, to cut a long story short, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a fatal four-way match up, a false count anywhere fatal four-way, I believe, Erwin.
Yes, and then next week on Mayhem there will be another fatal four-way. And then on Turmoil, the winners of those two fatal four-ways will face off. The winner of that will then face Daryl Graves on Whiplash, and then on Brawl, the winner of that faces Cowboy Roy. It sounds really confusing, and it's going to be a hellacious ride. It's with the such short notice, right? Obviously, right at 9 around the corner, happening next Sunday. Adrian Goldman is determined to get as many championships on that card as possible.
Well, the mad scientist has been at it once again. Adrian Goldman has struck our boss. As crazy as he is rich, and on is saying something, I can promise you. Our first of our fatal four-ways here then for the Intercontinental Championship, #1 contendership spot. Only two men. Well, one man from this match and one match from the fatal four-way tomorrow will progress in this tournament. Will it be this man, the prodigy Rick Weaver, proud member of Magnum Opus? Of course, Rick Weaver, 5'10", 245 pounds from New York, New York. One half of the World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions of the world. Out on his own here tonight, it should be mentioned though, in this fatal four-way matchup.
Yeah, and of course this is an elimination, falls count anywhere. One of the most brutal four-ways we have here, I believe, just because you essentially have to get rid of 3 men rather than just make that one pin or submission.
How long have Magnum Opus held those tag team titles for now, Erwin?
Oh, it's over 100 days.
Over 100 days. That young man right there, who has been questioned so many times, called a flash in the pan, called a one-hit wonder, has held that belt for over 100 days consecutively.
Stat monkeys are telling me 116 to be exact.
Amazing run as one half of the tag team champions.
Of course, they don't have a #1 contender, so those days will continue to wrap up.
O'Grady, 6 foot, 290, County Wicklow, Ireland, the former N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion, so he's been to the top of the mountain before. His career's gone up and down, but he's a new member of Xander Enterprises, Erwin. And
yeah, of course, we were told that a member of Xander Enterprises was involved in another match tonight. Now we know who and which match. Incredible opportunity.
Well, showing once again, Erwin, that Xander Enterprises clearly has a little bit of pull in the back as well, because putting O'Grady into this match would give them a decent chance at a championship opportunity.
Well, of course, these men are all in the Intercontinental rankings, but yeah, I mean, it essentially gives a lot of these men an opportunity to jump the queue, as it were.
Well, your buddy, I'm sure he'd love to be Intercontinental Champion. The veteran, not seen him for a while. He's 5'8", 239 pounds from Long Beach, California. The ever laid back Blaze. Just sort of changed with a lot of smoke around him.
Another one who has been unsuccessful as of late. Hoping to change that here tonight.
A former three-time United States champion.
Well, yeah, that's all due to that feud with Louis Richardson way back when. One hell of a feud. It saw Blaze develop his submission repertoire.
Well, yeah, I mean, submission background, high-flying background, hardcore background. He's been around the block so many times. He's been to hell and back so many times. He has frequent flyer mileage. Players definitely one of those founding blocks we talk about here in N.E.W. Respected veteran, despite his goofball status in the back. You gotta love Blaze. We wish him well here tonight. The veteran in this match by a long, long way. And these guys looking over his shoulder at all these kids coming up. The Mechanic, O'Grady and Rick Weaver, all relative newcomers here in the N.E.W. against the veteran.
Definitely. I mean, I'd have to get my stat monkeys to pull up the numbers, but I would hesitate to say Blaze has about 100 days at least on most of these others.
And that's just in this company. I mean, I think, if I'm not mistaken, all of these four men are N.E.W. originals.
I believe so, yes. The Mechanic has been here for 864 days.
Seriously?
I did not realise he'd been with us so long.
Holy hell. Well, the Mechanic, I stand corrected.
He beats Blaze's 820 days.
Well, there you go. We have that. Well, there you go.
For that. I honestly thought he came in after Blaze.
Well, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. We have these Stat Monkey facilities here now, here in N.E.W. We're all still getting used to this new technology. And I stand corrected. The Mechanic, another veteran here in N.E.W. The veteran of this match. Not by a long way, but still. You learn something new every day. 6'8", 411 pounds from Dover, Delaware, from the Fixers. Former United States champion. Still under the radar, you could argue then, here in N.E.W. And I mean, that fact genuinely surprised me here.
Well, you know,
should he have achieved more in his career?
My stat monkey has just surprised me even more. Rick Weaver actually has more days under his belt than O'Grady. O'Grady 254 days, Rick Weaver has been here for 296. Not big difference between them, but crazy stats.
Well, there we go.
That's the thing you get with them. Not quite what we expected, but nonetheless.
Snap me a takedown. I don't think they're putting in their bananas, they should stop.
Blaze second, Rick Weaver third, O'Grady fourth. O'Grady, the only one amongst them to have had the N.E.W. title, albeit for 10 days. How about that?
You love those Stat Monkeys far too much, Owen.
They're getting a raise tonight, I tell you that. Rick Weaver throwing Blaze off the top rope there.
Yeah, it's been a great start to this matchup by Rick Weaver. In all seriousness, kicks and flicks. Off my
O'Grady. Fall away slam just thrown across the outside by the Mechanic.
Well, yeah, while that hellish fall away slam was happening on the outside, there was a great T-bone suplex by Weaver on the inside, Owen.
And again, this one, it's false count anywhere, so both attacks here must be watched by Chitopa.
But it's not an enviable position for our senior official, who is a very, very busy night, as always here. This is a 30-minute time limit matchup. O'Grady into the guardrail there. Again, ribs first. Sweet Jesus. What a shot there by the Mechanic.
Blaze not doing too well against Rick Weaver at the moment. Nor O'Grady against the Mechanic.
What a beautiful drop kick there. Did you see that, Owen?
A huge drop onto the apron.
That
for O'Grady.
Head first right into the hardest part of the ring goes the big Irishman, who falls right into a bare hole. Oh, wait a minute, no, counters, Lufez press by O'Grady, fighting back that hard head.
Yeah, meanwhile in the ring, Blaze has managed to counter Rick Weaver here. Face buster.
What a face buster. What a reverse DDT by O'Grady. The fight on the outside continues. The big Irishman now taking control.
The tides have turned here.
Blaze, I think now I think you're right, has turned the tide a bit on Weaver in the middle of the ring after a good start by
backdrop.
The youngster.
And a big arm drag on the outside to the Mechanic.
Snap me a takedown by O'Grady. Overhead fall by the Mechanic. There.
Blaze going up to the top rope. What a shooting star press.
With authority by Blaze.
That's one thing I'd never dare to do. It scares the hell out of me, that move. But seeing someone land it like that is amazing.
What a bridge. What a bridge by Weaver. Did you see that? Gut wrench by the Mechanic on the outside to O'Grady. Take that! On that wafer thin mat. Could have broke the spine of the big Irishman right there. What a shot!
Just throwing Blaze off in the ring. Oh, hanging on with that rib breaker on the outside there. Oh, and again.
Causing some serious damage to the ribs and the spine of the big Irishman O'Grady. Oh no, German suplex, holding on.
Oh, Rick Weaver with the weave in the ring.
Second German on the mat. Could be too late if Weaver pins.
Oh wait, he's going for an arm breaker. Meanwhile, the mechanic has absolutely destroyed O'Grady with those 3 German suplexes, but no!
Oh, the big Irishman somehow finds some spirit left, some fight left in him. I don't know
Rick
how.
Weaver with that STO backbreaker, neckbreaker combo.
Best of both worlds by Weaver could be all. Yes! Yes! The prodigy! Gets the first pin.
Blaze out of this tournament.
The prodigy Rick Weaver.
Shock to me. Valiant effort nonetheless. Not his best outing. Clearly. O'Grady, the mechanic, and Rick Weaver are left in this fight.
The prodigy Rick Weaver, Owen.
Oh, backdrop.
He was just found another level and has taken out the big Irishman and the mechanic there in one foul swoop. Oh, big lariat.
Returning it in kind there.
Yeah, I had other ideas in mind there of that huge clothesline.
So O'Grady getting up out of the corner of his eye though. Throwing him into Rick Weaver, and then he collided with the
snap suplex.
My God.
What a snap suplex by the big man. Kick to the spine just for good measure. O'Grady's ribs must be in pieces on that guardrail.
Oh, look at this. Rick Weaver going for the full service here.
No!
Oh my word! I think his knees just hit those steps. Going for the pin. Relinquishes. Oh! That's why.
Yeah, O'Grady was getting in the mechanic's way, and that gives Rick Weaver some kind of pipe. Jesus! Straight Jesus!
Head just bouncing off that bottom step there.
Holy fuck! O'Grady could be
Rick
dead.
Weaver might need O'Grady, may need a doctor.
How is O'Grady even standing?
His neck's gotta be broken after that. Oh. Well, he has no time to realise what's just happened. Rick Weaver, though, being countered here. Somehow O'Grady was fighting back there. Oh, Weaver missed with that knee.
Into that guardrail, but all counters again. Stiff forearm.
The mechanic, mechanic coming back to the fray. But a counter again from Weaver.
Yeah, Weaver with an impressive showing here tonight. Oh, what a suplex!
Almost like a backslide powerbomb there.
Beautiful, use the mechanic's own momentum against him. Yeah, Rick Weaver, the much smaller man.
Rick Weaver again realising though.
On fire here tonight.
Not caring that this is elimination. 23 minutes left on the clock, we've got plenty of time. Oh wait, O'Grady with the big elbows.
Yeah, right and left by the big Irishman takes him down. Fight left in him it seems. I don't know how the hell there is any fight or any movement. Why in God's name is he banging his own head against the ring apron after he was suplexed head first into steel stairs?
I have no idea. But look at that face buster.
Well, that might just be revenge to that big bastard the mechanic.
That backdrop onto those steel steps was hideous.
Absolutely sensational. O'Grady.
Oh no! The mechanic's still in this one.
What a kick out.
What a match. Oh, Rick Weaver with a wave.
From nowhere on the already injured neck. Surely that is all for the big Irishman too. Yes. No. 2.9.
Now refusing.
2.9.9. My God, what a match! Sweet Jesus!
The
What a fatal forward!
Going to work on O'Grady here.
Got Reg!
I think Weaver keeps going to finish O'Grady off, and the mechanic just keeps going back for more.
That's not bad news for Rick Weaver, but O'Grady's days in this match seem to be numbered because the mechanic and Rick Weaver are seemingly determined to end the big Irishman here tonight.
Yeah, it seems they want it to be down to those two.
Oh, what a
that
shot!
breaking up.
Oh,
there we
best
go,
of both worlds, there it is! Mechanic sneaks in for the
it.
pin, Weaver doesn't care! Yes, bye-bye O'Grady!
Oh yeah, knows he broke up those suplexes. Knows the mechanic's going to be angry. Does not want to waste any energy before he has to face him. However, he did not come off the better in that exchange and finds himself sat on the top turnbuckle. Not a good place to be.
Yeah, not with a guy the size of the mechanic.
Oh my word,
right
he's up on the top rope.
Oh, wait a minute, no, come on.
Double underhook superplex.
Sweet, beautifully executed. Beautifully executed by the mechanic, but what damage was done by Weaver? What a sweep! What a sweep by Weaver, who has been on fire in this matchup, Erwin.
Somehow fighting back, going for the arm breaker on the mechanic this time.
We have been waiting for a match to define this young man. This match could be it.
Coming off the ropes.
Oh, what an elbow by Weaver. Every move is hitting here tonight. A bit of sass by the prodigy Rick Weaver.
Strangely, that was the first word that popped to my mind with that taunt there. Oh,
what a shot!
To the face.
What a shot!
A huge reverse DDT, arcing the neck back. But using a lot of energy, having to pick up.
Oh, wait a minute. No.
411-pound monster.
That's too long. The mechanic fighting back there with a shot to the ribs. Weaver, though, recovers. Gets him right back into that ring apron head first. Cause a bit of damage here, top rope.
Got him on top rope this time.
Backwards. What's Rick Weaver going to do? Oh, wait a minute. Rick Weaver. Sidewalk slam. Oh, off the middle rope.
Could that put the big man down?
Connected big time. Weaver hurt his back there.
Convinced.
Big elbow again to the sternum. Springboard elbow. Again. Arm breaker, Erwin. Third or fourth time.
Down here.
We have seen that move applied here tonight by Rick Weaver. Always very cerebral in his attack nowadays. Clearly a man with a plan here tonight.
Yeah, happy with something that works.
Oh, again more damage to that arm.
Yeah, but you see, he's struggled to get up after that. He's used a lot of energy trying to keep the mechanic down.
Well, yeah, I mean, the mechanic just such a bigger man. Oh, again though, that speed of Weaver. Wait a minute, Sheath power. Oh, wait, counter. Is it? Can he? Yes.
I think he just dodged a full service there.
Yes, he did. Oh, wait a minute, Armbar after all that damage. After all that damage from nowhere, is this what Rick Weaver? Yes, there it is.
Rick Weaver makes it through the first match in this Intercontinental Search.
We have been waiting for a moment like that from Rick Weaver for such a long time. He has been proclaimed the future of this business by a 7-time world champion, and he's had his ups and he's had his downs, but tonight he was the best man in this match and he deserved his victory. Erwin, try to deny it, Rick Weaver earned this one and he did it alone. What a win for Rick Weaver, what a win for Magnum Opus, what validation for Snake.
Well, out of all four of them, I was the last person I expected to walk out of that one.
But he did walk out, Erwin.
Yes.
Admitted.
Yes, he
Rick
did.
Weaver deserved to win that match.
So on to the next match. The Women's Championship is on the line.
How do you sleep at night?
Akane Matsuda, member of Xander Enterprises, has a big opportunity to win that title back. And try and get a decent run out of it this time.
Yeah, oh yeah,
You
absolutely.
know she's got it in her. It's just a tough competition she must face night after night. Got to her the first time round, perhaps inexperience in the N.E.W. circuit.
Well, yeah, that's a great point, Owen. Of course, Akane Matsuda is still relatively new to the N.E.W. division, despite her former women's title run. As you quite rightly say, it wasn't a very long run. Sonia Jackson is a three-time women's champion, so clearly has the experience on her side. This could be a interesting night for both these ladies.
But again, Sonia Jackson also has to consider Riot 9. Next Sunday, they have that women's tag team opportunity. They have the opportunity to get those titles. Sonia Jackson, if she can keep it here tonight, could be the second ever dual women's champion, having both the tag and the women's championship. A lot on her plate in a sense, and a TLC match to defend the title she currently holds.
I'm still getting over that terrific victory by Rick Weaver, Owen.
I'm sure you are.
Fantastic. But this should be a great women's title match. No doubt about that.
Two absolutely great competitors. I believe both still firmly fan favourites.
Well, the Empress, Akane Matsuda, 5'2", 175 pounds. Kyoto, Japan, proud member of Xander Enterprises, seems firmly associated with that group. I would say she's Emma Xander's right-hand woman, Owen. Former women's champion here in N.E.W. already, despite her relative short time on the big stage. Of course, an N.E.W. development talent. Akane Matsuda, of course, with that New Japan background. New Japan Hall of Famer, actually. Her rivalry with Sakamoto Dixon in Japan and in the N.E.W. well documented. Akane Matsuda, one of the best technical wrestlers in the female division, no doubt about that. She stands tonight against the former 3 times women's champion in Sonia Jackson. That's who she has to be number 1 here in N.E.W. Owen.
In a TLC match, and let's not forget Akane Matsuda getting her first women's championship in an 8-woman ladder match.
Oh yeah, what a hellacious matchup that was. Well, here we go.
That's one half of the Scorpions, not holding the belt around her waist because it is above the ring.
Oh yeah, Sonia Jackson, 5'3", proud member of the Scorpions, 126 pounds, Essex, Vermont. 3-time women's champion, as we said earlier on, and I believe your stat monkeys once again, Owen, picked up a interesting tidbit about this one.
71 days. Those three reigns have amassed 71 days.
It's not the best record, but still, three world title
again,
runs.
anything over 50, even if it's within 3 runs, I'd be happy with.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is so competitive here in N.E.W. Any title is an achievement.
Oh yeah, you can get caught off guard just like that, and there goes your title.
The amount you have to fight just to get a title shot is insane.
That's why there's Extreme in the name. This should live up to that name.
Akane Matsuda, Sonia Jackson, TLC. Oh, good start by Matsuda. 2 strong styles. Oh, kick to the head. These 2 ladies will not pull their punches here tonight. I can pretty much promise you that, with a kick to the gut by Akane onto Jackson. The women's champion knows she's got a challenge on the hand here tonight.
Dodge the drop kick.
Oh, stiff forearm. It's East versus West here. I mean, two veterans of completely different styles, 2 completely different cultures, Owen. Both great wrestlers in their own right. So similar yet so different.
Wheelbarrow arm drag.
Fantastic wrestling there by Jackson. You see that slap on the mat by Akane Matsuda. Frustration there kicking in.
Yeah, I don't think she was happy she got caught off guard like that.
That sweeping manoeuvre there by Jackson.
He almost a sling blade there.
Yeah, beautiful agility there by the champion. Thinking about some weapons there, I think, but changed her mind.
Yeah, I think she saw Akane get back to
what a flip.
Back to her feet.
Just adding insult to injury there with that judo-like flip. Of course, Akane Mitsuda with those very much hard-kicking style. Oh!
Jawbreaker.
And then Lariat didn't appreciate the disrespect shown by the champion. Responds with that hard Lariat. The fans not appreciating that one bit. Sonya Jackson now takes a breather but gets back in the ring, but right back into the hands of the challenger. Backdrop, hard backdrop. Akane Mitsuda. Did you feel that one? My God, what a shot. Well, remember, it doesn't matter how much damage these ladies inflict on each other, ladies and gentlemen. The only way this match ends is by one woman climbing that ladder, fixing with those trusty clasps, and releasing that women's title. It's never easy, and it's never pretty, but it's the only way this match ends, Owen.
Yeah, Akane now thinking about some weaponry and again changing her mind.
That's you see, both ladies have done that here tonight, Erwin, so I think both ladies have got the same tactic. I think they both know that they have to do significant damage to the other before they can think about going for that title. You do not want a suplex off the top of the ladder.
This is spilled to the outside. Could get ugly here.
Yeah, kind of Mitsuda, I think, thinking about her next move, but took slightly too long there, and the champion, who regained her senses and struck quickly. That veterancy-like instinct there, shining through by Sonya Jackson, taking Akane Mitsuda by surprise.
Oh, what a drop kick against the apron.
The drop kick there to Jackson, and a kick to the sternum once again by the Empress Akane Mitsuda.
Oh, what a drop kick to the back as well.
Still no ladders here or there.
No. Again, it's a TLC, and none of the TLs or Cs have been involved yet. And the longer this goes on, the more you've got to worry about Sonya Jackson and the Scorpions' chances at Riot.
Yeah, I think, you know, a TLC is one of those brutal matches when both these ladies can take so much out of each other, and in this kind of environment where pretty much anything goes. Oh, and planning ahead goes out the window. What a hard lariat there by Akane Mitsuda. Again thinking about what she wants to do here. Again letting Jackson get back to her feet.
Letting Jackson get in the ring for some reason.
What's that?
After a brief, now they're back in the ring. After a bit of mockery there from Sonya Jackson.
Yeah, we apologise.
Akane has pulled out a ladder and set it up on the outside.
The brief technical difficulties there in our broadcast. This match continues. Akane Mitsuda and Sonya Jackson for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship of the world.
Oh, backdrop.
That patented GBH neck wrench there, expertly applied by the champion Sonya Jackson onto Akane Mitsuda.
Akane now rocked but reverses the whip.
Yeah, runs over the top of the rope, balances on the ring apron. Oh, wait a minute. It's coming in the hard way. Big suplex there by Akane Mitsuda. The spine of Jackson on fire. The Empress heads for a ladder.
Introducing it in the ring now. Sonia Jackson having other thoughts in mind, or realises, I think. Oh! Ladder straight to the face.
Ouch. That's gonna hurt.
And the way that ladder's set up, that has no intention just yet of meeting that championship. Oh, it changes her mind.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I can't even
Perhaps
Matsuda
you
now.
can hear me.
Yeah, I can't even Matsuda now. Finally puts that ladder under that belt. Oh my word, drives the face of Jackson again right into the steel. Backdrop again, hard backdrop, lands on that table, brushes it at the very least. Akane Matsuda in complete control at the moment of the champion, it seems. The Empress hitting hard right now. Armbreaker. Oof.
I think took that mockery quite
not again, not
personally.
again. Oh! Yeah, ever since that judo flip, Akane Matsuda has snapped on the champion.
Jackson trying to get to her feet here.
Oh,
what a drop kick, head bouncing off the table.
Of course, Akane Matsuda style, very jiu-jitsu based. One of the forefront here women of that kind of style, if you will.
Oh, Jackson returning a shot though.
Oh!
Sweeps her down onto that table again. Oh, drop kick. I think shoving the table into her back with the run there as well. To the lower spine.
Yeah, Jackson, yeah, definitely cashing some checks, as you say, when using those weapons to her own advantage after the initial attack by Matsuda, who's now got Jackson on the ring apron. And with bad intentions. Oh, a slap. Oh, take that. That's what you call a forearm.
Back and forth here, has her on the middle rope. Jackson dodges.
Both these ladies trying to outfox each other right now. Oh, Akane Matsuda again using that ladder to her advantage, driving the champion in it, who reverses. DDT by Jackson.
And this pace just picked up here.
Yeah, reverse after reversal. Each woman out trying to outfox the other. Big knee to the back of Akane Matsuda, the champion. With all of her experience. Oh! Now back in control, driving Akane Matsuda into that ladder. Oh, head first into the ring post. Ring apron, excuse me.
Oh, Matsuda with a back elbow though. Oh, and a drop kick into the ladder, causing it to fold and collapse, just as Sonia Jackson did. Oh, Sonia Jackson recovering fast there.
Yeah, Jackson the champion, no stranger to the hard shots, and now trying to use those weapons again to her advantage, but Akane Matsuda counters it now. Jackson, Akane Matsuda fighting on that table.
Gets so back and forth.
Oh, Russian leg sweep right on the wood. Absolutely brutal shot to Akane Matsuda on that table. Oh, wait a minute. No. Oh!
T-bone.
I think the head of Jackson might just have bounced off the edge of that table. Jackson rolls to the outside. This could be Akane Matsuda's time to capitalise if she can just get that ladder into position, Erwin.
She's propping it up now.
Well,
Sonia Jackson looking for more weapons.
Yeah, Sonia Jackson did recover quite quickly from that shot and has been looking for more weapons, but Akane Matsuda finally gets to the top of that ladder, but the champion is in pursuit.
Second shot does not deter Matsuda, nor does a third.
Well, bearing in mind, of course, Owen, we've said it so many times before, those pesky clasps on the top of hold that title in position. It's not a matter of just unhooking it, you've got to work those damn clasps free.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. That's why it takes so long.
It really is a roulette wheel here now, ladies and gentlemen, for that women's title. Which woman will loosen the last clasp? Will it be Sonia Jackson? Akane Matsuda now finally back up to her feet. Now a shot to the champion's legs, not enough. Akane Matsuda's going to need to do more than that. Another shot. Jackson holds on. Still trying to work at those clasps. Oh, another shot. Third forearm to the thigh. Trying to chop her off, quite literally chop her off that ladder, Erwin. Fourth and fifth shot to Jackson. Finally topples the champion. off that ladder. Oh, reverse bulldog right onto the table. Head first into the wood there. Could have knocked the champion out.
Oh, what a leg drop. Oh, and another one.
Extension of the ropes there. Utilising that minimum amount of space.
Oh, hang on a second.
Oh no, she is not going for the roll.
Oh, she missed.
Big elbow. Big miss.
Sonia Jackson could capitalise here.
Playing possum. Jackson now needs to strike on Akane. Oh, who gambled big and may have lost
exactly
here.
why they call it high risk. My God.
Huge elbow. Huge decision by Akane Matsuda.
But it may have cost her here. Sonia Jackson could very well return.
Yeah, will Jackson capitalise on the mistake made here by the N.E.W. rookie, working at those clasps at the top of the ladder, unchallenged here. Akane Matsuda just and so getting back to her feet, but needs to act quickly.
Still groggy, just realising what's going on. Needs to act fast.
Oh no, it's too late. Just too far away from the champion. Jackson retains.
What a match.
What a match indeed. Twists and turns. Hard shots. Hard bumps. Heartbreak for Akane Matsuda. Victory for Sonia Jackson.
After that I must leave you because somehow I've got a team with a madman now.
Well, as my tag team partner, my commentary partner, goes to meet his crazy tag team partner for our main event. And God knows how it's come to this. We do have a new women's we do have a retain for a championship here tonight, Sonia Jackson, still N.E.W. Women's Heavyweight Champion of the World. Congratulations to her. But ladies and gentlemen, our main event here tonight, it's going to get a little bit ugly, I can promise you. It's going to be Casey Judge and Bart Brute versus Erwin and Red. Yes, you heard me right. Erwin and Red, arch nemesis, are going to have to team together here tonight. But possibly the first and last time ever. I think Casey Judge and Bart Brute may have teamed sometime in the past. I'm not quite sure. But I'm fairly certain Erwin and Red have never teamed together before. All these men, of course, involved in Riot 9. And all these men flat out hate each other. This could just turn into a brawl. And main event Max is back in town. Second night in London. This brawl really has had it all. We thank you once again for joining us. Capacity crowd. What a night it's been. That Fatal 4-Way, the women's title match, amongst others. We're finally here for our main event. And we're going to kick it off with Bart Brute here. Of course, he's a former N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion, prize fighter, Double B, tremendous in his own way. Not quite reached the heights he would have liked, but don't say that in front of him. Always ready for a fight. Submission specialist, one of the best pure strikers in the game. Bart Brute, considered the underdog. 5'11", 230 from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The N.E.W. World Heavyweight Championship, his only title reign here in N.E.W. So he started his record with the big one. But don't count out Double B just yet. And here we go, Casey Judge. 5'11", 220 pounds.
from Des Moines, Iowa, former European champion, former Intercontinental champion, and of course, he's held the big one, former N.E.W. World Heavyweight champion. Both these men been to the top of the mountain. Both these men don't like each other. Both these men are going to have to learn to coexist if they stand a chance against the veterans Irwin and Red, whose hatred for each other cannot be summarized into words. If it was a sound, it would be an angry sound. The sound like a hippo makes when he attacks his prey. Well, Red, 5'9", 231 pounds, from Great Falls, Montana, and the man from Montana has been on a path of absolute anarchy and destruction, the likes of which I have never witnessed before in N.E.W. This man has been on a constant mission of revenge against Irwin, the man he has to team up against tonight. Absolutely obsessed with becoming a 4-time N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion. He wants to equal a record set by his nemesis, the man he has to coexist with here tonight, the current World Heavyweight Champion Irwin, the man who injured this man and sent him off the rails in a big way. Used that as an excuse to do whatever the hell he wants ever since. But he's a scary individual when he's this kind of focused, ladies and gentlemen. A veteran here in N.E.W., one of the founding building blocks of this company, along with Irwin. People like Casey Judge and Bart Brute, of course, contributed to that history as well, but these two men, despite their differences, undoubtedly a massive part of this company's history. And plenty believe this man's still got one more run left in his tank. Would you put it past him? I'm not sure I would. And he would love, you can bet your bottom dollar, he would love to win his 4th world title against his nemesis and tonight his tag team partner, Irwin. I never thought I'd see this happen. This is a first, I can tell you that much. They say anything can happen in N.E.W. Well, tonight, this match is the epitome of all that. Here he is. My commentary partner, the World Heavyweight Champion, veteran of this business, 5'9", 130 pounds. Irwin, Barrow-in-Furness, England, the industrial town, the Northwest. Former TV champion, former 2-time hardcore champion, former TV champion, again, former UK champion, 3-time Intercontinental champion, 4-time N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion, 231 pounds. Insanity. Who knows? Against 231 pounds of insanity, who knows? Excuse me. Well, he is a 4-time world champion, we know that much. As I mix up my notes. You know where we always does this before his matches? Every single time he messes with my notes, this son of a bitch. And every single time I just read it blindly, trustingly. One day I will have my vengeance, Irwin, in this life or the next. I will get main event Max over. Well, despite his sabotage, Irwin and Red are undoubtedly respected veterans in their own rights here in N.E.W, both completely insane. You know what, if they can get along, they'd make a hell of a tag team. I just can't see it happening. Well, Casey Judge and Bart Brute. Irwin in red, only in N.E.W. Mike Shatopa, hardest working official in the business, rings a bell. Bart Brute in red to kick this one off. Scoop slam. Oh, reverse DDT. Beautiful there, manoeuvre by Bart Brute. Of course, the prize fighter only turns up when he wants to. Big knees to the head there by red. Oh, rib breaker. To the man from Des Moines. Into the corner. Oof. Shot. Oh, and a DDT by red. Hard shot there by the madman from Montana, going right into the snake's den there in Casey Judge's corner. Oh, excuse me, no, that's Irwin's corner. Goes for a pin here. Mike Shatopa's down. 2. Elbow shots to the head. Bart Brute by red, who's continuing this methodical attack. Oh, and again, shot to those ribs. Oh, can they work effectively as a team? We're about to find out. Oh my word, big foot there, right to the head. Oh, a little bit of a tussle there. Nothing too serious. Oh, we allow Bart Brute to capitalise though. Springboard. Oh, excuse me. Corkscrew, elbow. Oh, it's a gooey there by Irwin. Casey Judge tagged in now, legal man. Irwin, the freshman, of course, as well for their team. The champion now, and Judge in the ring, and these two men have had their history. Right to left by Irwin. Top rope suicide dive to Casey Judge. Absolute hellish manoeuvre flew over the head of Bart Brute, who now capitalises on the champion, who is focusing on Judge, the legal man. Bart Brute now swooping in and attacking the world heavyweight champion. Casey Judge now laying in as well. It's become a 2-on-1 assault here on the champion. Going up the steel ramp here. Oh, Mike Shatopa's beginning the liberal count of 10. Insecurity by the champion onto Judge. Count of 6. 7. But Irwin there doesn't want this one to end by count out, arguing with Shatopa there. Tornado DDT to Judge, who blind tags Bart Brute. And of course these two men have had their differences as of late. Oh my word, whisper in the wind. Beautiful manoeuvre there by Irwin, going for a pin. Shatopa's down. 1, 2. Judge is in, breaks it up. Double axe handle, of course. Red was there as well. Shot to the back there of Bart Brute. Oh, elbow to Judge there by red, just for good measure. Helping out his tag team partner there. No real issues between Irwin and red as of yet. In this matchup have worked quite collectively, quite well as a team. Oh my word, with a powerbomb. Classic Irwin, right off that ring apron. Makes a tag now to his tag team partner red. Oh no, no, no. Off. and we're busted open. I think Red there, yes he has. He's busted open Bart Brute. Snake Eyes. The World Heavyweight Champion's gone rogue. Takes out Casey Judge. Off Bart Brute there. Samoan drop onto Red. Now going for the busted open Brute now, who's fighting back against a champion who's shooting rights and lefts towards Red. Excuse me, shooting rights and lefts towards Bart Brute. Red now finally gets back into the ring. Again, Red and Irwin fighting relatively collectively here tonight. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Casey Judge, Bart Brute failed to capitalise on the tensions between Irwin and Red, and Irwin and Red won by count out. Bart Brute could not answer Mike Shatopa's liberal count of 10. The assault on the outside was enough, that majestic whisper in the wind, possibly the highlight. Not the prettiest of matches, but Irwin and Red clearly wanted to get this one over as quickly as humanly possible, so they don't have to team together anymore. Casey Judge and Bart Brute beaten tonight by the unconventional team. Well, the victory though for Irwin and Red. Well, there you have it. A little bit of collectiveness there. Once again, that word being used, and I never thought I'd use that word to describe Irwin and Red. Well, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. I never thought I would see this. What a brawl. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.